Oh gosh, I first encountered this play, and I'd have to go back and check my diaries, but I think it was either 2015 or 16 when Christopher Johnston entered the play into the Queensland Premier's Drama Award. I think at that point he was a major in the Australian Army. He'd written the play because he'd seen two other plays. He'd seen Blackwatch from National Theatre of Scotland and Long Way Home from Sydney Theatre Company. And those plays, as a soldier, while he appreciated the artistry of Blackwatch, in both instances he felt like the plays were not fair representations of the soldier's voice, that the audience wasn't being offered any relationship to the idea of soldier other than pity. Soldiers were either shown to be pawns of government, unwitting pawns of government, or so damaged that we were supposed to be frightened of them or worried for them. And he said, I'm a smart man. I know exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and I have not been broken. And I want the Australian people to contemplate the idea of soldiering in a different way. And that, for me, was an extraordinary offering. Add that together with the language ear that I'd encountered in the play. I was hearing dialogue in a way that I'd never heard in representation of soldiers, the way they spoke to each other, what they spoke about, the language culture that was there. I realised it was a voice that we'd never heard on the Australian stage. The play didn't win the award for various reasons, not the least of which is that the Army didn't want the play to happen. So at that point, if Christopher had wanted it to go on stage, he would have had to leave the Army. I stayed in touch with him, started working on the play with him in small ways. We did a couple of developments, a couple of reads. He wrote more drafts. I asked more questions. He wrote more drafts. But the development of the play over time has been a complex one. And I think there's more in the play than what he wrote originally. As he's had time to reflect both on playwriting and on the conflict itself, his distance from the time that he wrote the play has made it richer.